Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we're here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Hi. I kind of got a glitchy audio there when I was doing the music, but hopefully that was just me.
Yeah, hopefully.
How's it going?
Well, it is going good. We're going to start off with the hat.
Oh, well,
this
tell
is
us
a
where you
new
are,
one. Oh, I decided to set up in the library. We kind of done a postmodern library setup here, and so I thought I'd record the show from here tonight.
Very cool.
Yes.
Dave, your mic sounds great, says Todd. I asked him to double check on me because I'm using
Producer Todd.
A new mic.
So. Yes. Well, I'm going to spin my hat around. I've been spending way too long the last couple episodes with my hat backwards, and I'm going to move my mic, which we might talk about later. I'll give you a little spin-a-rooney. Now give it a second.
Securer Things. Threat Stack. It reminds me of the Stranger Things.
Yes,
logo.
That is the intention. I saw this bad boy up for auction on eBay and said, you know what? Why not do something that is related to a show we like and also super nerdy?
And maybe relevant 2 years ago, like when the new season came out.
Yes. I think, don't they have a couple more seasons that they made, I think. But
I think there's 3 total, and I think there's another one.
Yes. Chris Kent has entered the chat, and he said,
hello, Chris.
It's a library after all. Okay.
That's true.
I will do my NPR whisper.
And
welcome to
hole number 6. He's great on the approach.
Golf claps. Yes.
It's so exciting.
Yes, we have moved away from the headsets. We're giving the whole like real mic thing a test, and so far so good.
It's more pieces, so hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us in the tushki.
Yes, more pieces. Well, we do have plenty of tech to talk about, but before we get into the newest AI device and we get into TikTok bans and all that, most importantly, yesterday the notpicks.com giveaway ended, and we have a repeat winner.
Oh yeah,
who came in strong with I think 6 or 7 reviews of products that they like on notpicks.com, and it was none under than down other Mr. Elliot. Ding ding ding, little air horn for him. Do we got some air horn? Oh, and we got the heart hand Polaroid of Elliot. So yes, he has won the Rolling Square 6-in-1 keychain cable. He is definitely an on-the-go guy and EDC everyday carry kind of guy. So that'll come in handy. So Elliot, you will also need to let me know which of I didn't have these ready.
You were really stretching this out.
Which of the 5 Swiss Army knives you'll want from me that I used in my reel or my little promo video I did for the giveaway. So I said I'd give you one of those. So let me know on that.
I guess I should have watched that. Where did you get all those army knives? I'm actually missing one.
I don't know. Let's move on to our next giveaway, which I think I made this a pick of the week. It's from my favorite Amazon brand, Neewer. It is this little LED light that it is a full color. It's got some modes on there that you can do.
I like that.
It is a very nice one. It's, I have, there's the color changing.
Do the green so it's see-through.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I can do that many things at once. But anyways, I've had my light for quite a while. It's got a battery inside, so you charge it up with USB-C. Thank you very much, Neewer. It's got a little display screen on there. I'll show you that. Give you a battery readout. Oh, that's upside down. give you the mode, the controls. It has quarter 20s on either end, so you can attach it to various things. Oh, there was the green light. My hand disappeared. Oh, the mystery is out. But for our next Not Picks giveaway, we'll give you a couple weeks. I haven't decided yet, but I have one brand new in the box that I procured. It is called the newer TL96 RGB light stick. So
those are
if
cool.
you would like one of these, go check out notpicks.com. Probably tomorrow I'll get it updated, or just start leaving reviews. If you go over there, I've got a little video on how to do it. Leave some reviews on notpicks.com. And while you're there, go shop Amazon, click on some affiliate links, all that good stuff. Thank you for the fast typing getting over to NotPicks.
There you are. Yes, many items of which we have spoken about. And you know what? I bought a USB-C extension cable for work, and I did not use NotPicks. So it's not this particular brand, probably.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I wanted it to be. Oh yeah, this is not this one, because look, I got the Thunderbolt extension. 40 gigabits.
Nice. Nice. Yes, I did not need that, but it is good to keep in mind, because quick reminder, quick pro tip. Not all USB-C cables are the same. There's Thunderbolt, there's data only, there's power, there's a million different options, and there's no easy way to tell. Yes, 2 kinds of Thunderbolt. Oh my goodness. So yes, Not Picks giveaway. Congratulations to Elliot. He won one of the prizes before. He also is one of our loyal Patreon subscribers. So he is... Oh, Chris asked if those are still legal in Australia. Yeah, I might have to check in before I send pocket knives down there. But if anybody would know, it'd be Elliot, as a avid hunter.
You should, on the customs form, fill out, say, paperweight. Because, I mean, it could be a paperweight.
Toothpick. It does have a toothpick on it. Yes. Well, that's the giveaway. I do want to remind people that next Tuesday at 7 a.m. is the iPad event, and Dave and I talked about it. And
so early.
For Dave's personal health, we are just going to record at the regular time next week, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. That will give us time to watch the event, do some follow-up, see what other people are saying about it. Some of the tech Illuminati will probably get briefings and that sort of thing. So we will be talking about new iPads and whatever else they announce next Tuesday.
It will be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. My quick predictions are new iPads. That's very easy.
Jeez.
But I'm hoping that they announce some new software as well. But they'll probably wait till June at the developers conference to do anything like that. So
yes, that was kind of, I've heard some people debating on that, because there's talk that the iPads will get the new M4 chip with AI stuff. So would they talk about the AI before the developer conference?
We just need new software. That's all we need.
Yes.
We don't really need new hardware.
Well, they might have, very true. And a new Apple Pencil with possible haptic feedback.
Will this be the 4th iteration then?
The Pencil. The first, the second, the USB-C, or do they have 2 of the Apple Pencil?
Oh, you know
Pros?
what? I think they just gave an adapter to the first one to make it work with the other iPad. I mean, it's so confusing.
Yes. It is. But we will know more next Tuesday on that. And I was going to tell a story. I had some drama with my precious AirPods Pro where I was missing one of them, which, pro tip, the number 1 rule of AirPods, if it's not in your ear, it's in the case. Or if you do not follow that rule with AirPods, or it's under the couch about 6 feet away from where I was sitting at all on the day. So I went like 2 days with only one AirPod. So this is when you play this sad violin music. I know, it was like I'd have my one in, and I'd have to take it out and charge it before I could listen again. But I will say, over on Amazon, I will put a link in the show notes right now. They have the AirPods Pro 2 with USB-C, the latest ones that I have, on sale for $190 right now.
Ooh.
So that's $60 off what you'll pay through Apple. So
that's just
another pro tip: don't buy your AirPods through Apple. Go through Amazon or check for other deals. Costco's another good source for them.
That's about $10 cheaper than the Rabbit AI.
Yes, yes. Well, why don't we get into the Rabbit AI? Did you get a chance to watch?
Oh,
Noel.
I did, but Noel is saying no left pocket, right? I can't see it. You read it.
Yeah, no left pocket, right pocket. Yes,
right.
Not for the AirPods. I had athletic shorts on. That's where I put it, and it was not there when I went back to retrieve it. So if it is not in your ear, it is in the case. AirPods rule number one. Rule. Yes, yes.
I've got my case right here. You might notice I have the iCarrier leather.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it's for leather. My right one is inside, and my left one is in my ear. So I follow your hygiene rule.
Yes, and then producer Todd with the hashtag Survivor. But yes, let us move on to that Rabbit R1. So I think this is the third week in a row that we've had one of these new cutting-edge AI devices. We had the Humane AI pin with the little projector thing on it. Last week we had the, what was it? The Illuminati, the one that just records you all day and then transcribes everything so you can see everything you said during the day.
I have no idea.
And then this week we have the Rabbit R1. And it's all these devices are being coined the AI in a box. And so we talked about with the AI pin, the MKBHD Marquez Brownlee, on his review, he said it was the worst product he's ever reviewed so far or something. But this one, he almost won his dirty and called it barely reviewable. His YouTube, with his, 20 million subscribers and all the millions of views he get, the top tech YouTuber, he titled this one barely reviewable. Did you get to watch his video at all, Dave?
I did. Yeah, I watched it. It was very enlightening.
Yeah, it's, the battery life's bad. It's got a camera on it so it can do visual AI lookup, but he tried to do a plant and it very confidently got it completely wrong. Yeah, it went on and on about the plant, and then he turns it around and it's something completely different. Yeah, but the battery life's bad. It's got this camera, but you can't take pictures or videos. So kind of the talk about these AI in a box devices is like they announce the product, they get people to buy it, and then it like ships with half of the features that it was actually going to have. Now this one, you have the Playdate, don't you, Dave?
I do.
Is that the same guys that designed this product?
Yeah, Teenage Engineering. Oh, look, I can stand up without cables.
Without yanking cords out.
Yeah. So this is the, I'm holding it up to my microphone like that's going to make a difference. So this is the Playdate, which has some features indicative. Like, look what happens when you turn it on. It's got little eyeball and then another eyeball, and it's awake, and you can play. It's just a video game player, and it comes separately a little flap
case.
So it's very similar. If you take a look at this and you look at Marquez's little device there,
about the same size, like half the size of a phone or a stack of Post-it notes, a lot of people are saying. But yeah, this one, so it's got a little screen on it, and then it's got AI built into it, but you can't really use you can turn the screen sideways to type, to ask it a question, but you can't use the screen for anything else. It's really half-baked at this point. But the huge advantage over the Humane AI pin is that instead of $700, $800, this one is $200, and you don't have to have a monthly subscription. You can use Wi-Fi. There is a SIM slot if you wanted cell service, but It was funny. I also watched the video from iJustine, but I noticed in her video caption that it said she is a partner on the Rabbit R1, and she did not say a negative thing about it. It was all sunshine and roses because she was a paid partner of the Rabbit R1.
I gotta say, I am not a fan of this new trend. We've got Mr. Mobile doing the keyboard for the iPhone and Android. We've got Potato Jet working with Small Grig on an instant deployable tripod. Yes. Now we have iJustine doing her Rabbit R1. This is like newspapers, editorial departments, and advertising departments working together, which is not a good thing.
Yeah. It's because a lot of people like iJustine. She's one of the top tech reviewers, but if you didn't notice that and you hear her talking about it and don't hear one negative thing, and I think her review came out before everybody else's because she was a partner. But yeah, so I could see this. Here's a bold statement. I could see this product working better in the future, which you would sure hope that it does. But
yeah,
Dave, it all comes back to, with these different products, do I need a separate device to do AI stuff on? Like, what can this do that my phone can't do?
But look how cool it is.
Yes.
It's got a knob and a little rabbit guy.
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of fidget toys that are about $3.99 on Amazon that will take you to your fidgeting.
I will say, after having owned one of these, I kind of want to buy one just to have it on my desk as a fidget toy or as a tech. What do we call these things of tech that we surround ourselves with?
Clutter?
Bauble? A tech bauble.
Bauble.
Like we talked about these one time.
Yeah.
I play it sometimes, but I don't play with it all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe I need this thing just to put it
just
beside
to have a fidget. I'm sure Isla will donate a fidget toy to you so that you don't have to spend $200 on these things. But yeah, and especially, Android phones are starting to do a lot more AI stuff. The rumor is it, man, I am talking well tonight. The rumor has it that the next iPhones, everything's building AI into it. So I just see no purpose in my life to have another device to do AI on.
I'm filling out the thing right now. I'm going to see
to get Chris in the chat. I heard Mr. Tiddlywinks is developing a lead bunny for a chomp chomp. Wowzers.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Okay, here it is. I was gonna go for it. I was gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Just for my desk to have a new toy. I've spent more on dumber things. This is the kicker. $15 shipping. I'm not going to pay $15 shipping. If it was going to be free shipping, I would have done it. I'm not going to pay another $15 to ship the thing. That's
huge.
That's too much.
Wow.
If it were $5, maybe 15.
Yeah.
The thing weighs like 3 ounces.
Yes. And then another thing it's on the reviews. So it comes in a plastic box. I have something around here similar, I'm sure, but
yeah.
Something like a clasping plastic box that turns into a stand with like a little sticker thing around it, but no instructions, no sticker, no cable, no charger. It does not cost them more than $4 to ship those things if they're being shipped in the US, and maybe $6 if they're coming from outside the US. So yeah, that they're making some extra money on that shipping fee.
Definitely.
Man, we just need to do more product reviews so we could become a partner and get them early and say nothing bad about them.
We could just reach out to them and ask them to send us one. All they could say is no.
Well,
here's what we need. We need to hire Noelle, who's in the chat, to be our PR person. She's good at that.
Nice. Yes. Well, you know what doesn't need any PR?
What's that?
Dave's Pro Tip of the Week.
Man, I think you might have blow out the speaker on that one. So I was working with a coworker today, and then also a friend.
As one does.
Yeah,
Working with a
working with a
coworker.
coworker. None of you watching this can relate to that at all. Noel says $3 for the actual shipping, $12 for all those people to put it in an envelope.
True. Good point.
We were talking about Facebook, and I know historically I haven't been kind to Facebook. It's not one of my favorite things. I use it. It's kind of like eating your vegetables. Like, nobody really likes it, but they do it because they have to be healthy. So regardless, we were talking about Facebook, and I said, well, there's something that I've known for a long time, but I haven't done it for a while, and it definitely enhances my enjoyment of Facebook, and that is locating your friend feed versus the big algorithmic feed that they have on the screen, where you're going like, I don't care about that political thing, or why is that girl wearing that? Who is this person? Or they're trying to get engagement from you, right? Yes. So what you can do is simply, and there's not going to be a lot of content in here because I'm using a different account. But I'm going to switch over
give away your alt account here.
I don't want to. Well, that's fine. People can know about. No, this is my cousin.
Oh,
so anyway,
your cousin's account.
Here's Facebook. This is what you might typically see. Well, I'm sorry. I have ad blockers on, so you'll probably see a bunch of ads and a bunch of garbage over here and over here. But if you're tired of just seeing stuff that you don't look at this. Did you see those scantily clad women?
Yes.
Where are these coming from? This is an alt account I do not use.
Yeah.
I do not use this. I signed up for some like cabins and stuff like that. So anyway, that's garbage that's being put in my alt account feed. If you simply go to the sidebar, and this works also if you click the hamburger menu on your OS, your iOS or your Android, but click feeds. This will take all the noise away. You can do all. You can look at just your favorites. You can look at just your friends. You can look at just your groups or the pages that you've clicked on. Look, so here's the only group, this account, off-grid living for beginners.
Nice.
That's it. And in my main feed, I'm getting
all kinds of
large-breasted
lovely
stuff. For some reason.
Yes.
So anyway, this might change your life and help reignite your love for Facebook because it gets rid of all the promoted garbage. Now, there'll still be ads, and there'll still be some promoted things, but none of this algorithmic stuff. And it's supposed to be in chronological order. So you'll see at the top of your page 35 minutes ago, and the next one 20 or 45 minutes ago, and the next one 2 hours ago, versus all of these, this one was 4 days ago, and the next one was 15 minutes ago, and the next one was a month ago. It gets rid of all that stuff. So there you go. That's my tip.
Yeah, I'm sure I knew that at some point, but yeah, you can do your favorites. So you could even have a subset, your friends, groups, which is sometimes I like looking through what my groups are talking about.
Yeah.
Or the pages I follow. So that is very helpful. But mark this one down in Not Nerd History. Dave's giving tips on how to use Facebook better.
Well, it's how to avoid all the garbage that Facebook gives you.
Yes.
I'm a little embarrassed that those promoted things were showing up in there. Like, where did those come from?
Mark Zuckerberg should be embarrassed.
Yeah, well, somebody bought an ad.
If you live off the grid, you've got to have companionship, Dave.
Well, I think what it is I put, 50-year-old man. I put in the basic stuff, and people will buy ads against your profiles.
Demographics.
And that's what they put in there for 50-year-old men.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Unfortunately. Well, fortunately, great book. Fortunately, unfortunately, if you need a fun kids book to read. But it is time for everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines. And do we have any driveway cam to...
Of course we do. Are
Of
you kidding
course.
me?
Oh, look at the sun is shining.
Yeah.
I don't remember the sun,
The
but
weather.
you can see all the rain on the wet ground because it has been a typical Oregon spring day where it is. Oh, we've got weather just for Elliot.
Yeah.
Not only does he win the Not Picks giveaway, he also gets a local weather report.
Yeah, 52 degrees. That is Fahrenheit. I have no idea what it is in Celsius. Like 180 or something Celsius. I don't know. Something like that.
I think it would probably be like 10.
That's one of the things about Celsius. It's like the difference between like 47 and 57 is like boiling or something like that.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, I was way off. It's 11.11 Celsius because when I did my semester abroad in Australia, we had to do a lot of Fahrenheit Celsius math.
Well, can you do...
Oh, Todd says 55 Fahrenheit is 7 stones.
Okay, so 52...
7 stone.
What is... Do your fancy thing and do 52 Fahrenheit to Kelvin, because that's really the only scale we should be using.
Yes, it is 284 Kelvin. So maybe you were thinking of Kelvin in your...
Yeah.
Yes, man, this week in temperatures. Well, let us get back to just the headlines. U.S. Post Office phishing sites get as much traffic as the real one.
Oh, that makes me so sad. Generative AI arrives in the gene editing world of CRISPR. What could go wrong?
Yikes. Just the laughs is what this is called. Thermonator, the flame-throwing robot dog, can now be yours for only $9,420.
Nice. Microsoft releases MS-DOS 4 source code to GitHub. Man, I'd be embarrassed to release that if I were them.
Ford just reported a massive loss on every electric vehicle it sold.
In other news, Hertz is getting rid of practically their entire electric fleet.
Yes.
DJI might get banned next in the U.S. That makes me a little sad.
Yeah, sorry to make you read that one. U.S. teacher charged with using AI to frame principal with hate speech clip.
Nice. Airline keeps masking 100-year-old woman.
Mistaking.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's well, all right.
Get your glasses out.
Airline keeps mistaking 101-year-old woman for a 1-year-old. That's weird.
Oh.
Why is that?
Those are just the headlines. I'm guessing it's something to do with math in their system, not recognizing people over 100 wanting to fly.
They only did the 2-digit. Isn't that a thing? It's like back in the day when before we landed on the moon, they used to only put 2 digits in the thing to save space in the RAM and stuff, because 2 more bits. Oh, you got your nice. I love it.
Gotta put the tinfoil hat on if we're talking about moon landings.
Producer Todd, Nate, and I have been discussing the moon landings. But one thing in our thread I'm going to bring up later, but I'm going to give you a tease, Nate, is the hollow moon theory. Is the moon even solid?
It's cheese. Yes, and Noel says the plant on the left next to the driveway looks a little sad. Time for some yard work, Dave.
Well, I'll have you know,
Getting
Noel,
called out.
I pay a hefty fee to our homeowners association to do that for me. So I refuse to do the work.
And also being in the HOA, I know that the timing of them actually getting yard work like that. And producer Todd, oh, brother, Dave believes we landed on the moon. No, Todd, don't get this started now. We've got tech to talk about.
I believe it's y'all don't believe, but anyway,
yes,
that's not part of this show.
And I'm going to break all the rules because I feel bad just teasing the Thermonator flame-throwing robot dog.
Yeah.
Dave, if you want to click that link, I'm going to allow us to watch a little bit of the frightening dystopian video.
Okay.
Because not only is it a robot dog, like we were talking about, I believe, last week, and how they're scary, but then it's a flamethrower. And I think there is a video on there.
Why would you... Again, it's scary enough. Why would you put a weapon on this thing?
Hey, for under 10 grand, you can have one.
I mean, they're cool. It reminds me of like a drone, the way it looks. Oh, that is
DJI.
Terrifying. Can you imagine one of those things coming after you with a giant laser-looking thing on the top? Oh, it is a laser.
It does have a laser thing. And a flashlight. And then get to the flame throwing there, Thermonator.
But I want to see it burn
something. That was my nickname in high school, Thermonator.
Yeah. Look at this. It looks like it's from Terminator.
Yeah.
You just need a human skull for it to step on.
Oh, there's fire already there. So I guess
I want to see it shoot a flame.
Yeah, where's the flame?
Bearing the lead here, buddy.
Yeah, is a video. How long is this video before they get to flame throwing? Video. Yes. And that's
here we go.
On the, there we go.
Oh my gosh. That is, imagine if the Nazis had this back in World War II. We'd all be speaking German right now.
For under $10,000, you could have one of those.
What? It can leap. Whoa. I don't like this.
Yes. And producer Todd, let's put a weapon on this is literally the through line of human history.
Yeah.
True.
Will
true.
It kill?
Yes. Speaking of weapons, let us move on to our takes of the week. And Biden has signed the TikTok ban bill into law, starting the clock for ByteDance to divest it. So I believe they now have like 265 days to sell it, or it'll be shut down in the US. And I've got a couple different links in there, but ByteDance prefers TikTok shut down in the US if they can't go through their legal options and to get it to say. So ByteDance is saying, yeah, you don't want to let us have it, you can't have it.
Yeah.
And then
makes sense.
The third article, Biden campaign plans to keep using TikTok through the election. So we want to ban it, but we're going to give you enough time to get through the election so we can pay people to talk about us. But,
or good for me, not for thee. Like I can use it to win an election, but nobody else.
Nobody will have it.
In case you wonder if I have opinions.
I do.
My opinion is, dude, this application is ripe for propaganda from a foreign power to anybody holding the device with TikTok running on it here in the US and other parts of the world. However, people should be smart enough to know the difference. And so I don't want to take away people's freedom, but at the same time, if it were another weaponized thing directed at American citizens, the government would step in and protect us. So if it's truly protecting us, I say go for it. If it's politics and all this garbage, then I don't know.
Yes. And I will remind people that we are the most nonpartisan tech podcast on the internet. And I will say, for one, it does give China a lot of control over people's impressions of things in the US. We also have other social media companies that can do just as much stuff. And who's to say they're not as nefarious?
They are. That's true. So Facebook, Twitter, Threads, which is also Facebook,
Reddit,
and Instagram, which is also Facebook.
Yes.
Yes, but those are US-based companies owned by US people, and the US government has jurisdiction over those things. We don't have
Which then gets you into how much do you trust your U.S. government? But
where's that hat? You got that hat?
I do have it right there.
My own. Where did you buy that?
It's just Chelsea ran up the roll of tinfoil the first time I wore this, and I ripped it off and put it on my head. But and one of the things that ByteDance has been saying, even before they said they'd rather have it shut down than have to sell it off, was even if they did sell it, they would not sell their algorithm, which seems to be a lot of the magic of TikTok.
Yeah.
But I saw some stuff. People are like, "Oh, short form video content's going to go away with the TikTok ban." Have you been on YouTube Shorts? Have you seen Instagram Reels? Have you seen Facebook Reels?
Anywhere?
Have you seen Snapchat? LinkedIn, I think, probably has them now. Everybody's doing. Actually, Elon Musk over at X, he did a poll, which he's famously done many X polls where you can vote, whether he should be the CEO or not, and everybody voted no, and then he hired a different CEO. But one of the latest ones he did was, should we bring back Vine? And it was like
yes.
At least 60% said yes,
because
Twitter killed off Vine. So Twitter, they'll be having Vine back. So who needs TikTok anyways? But
maybe it's me, because I started getting into Vine and started putting stuff there, and it just went away.
Yeah.
And all these other ones came up that I don't use. So maybe if we want to kill TikTok, I should start using it.
Start using it. Start posting every day, and then TikTok will go away. But yeah, and I've actually been trying to post a little more on TikTok between Not Nerd and PDX Fast Foodie. But I'm posting it on Instagram and YouTube Shorts too. I have no allegiance whatsoever to TikTok. In fact, I'd prefer probably not to, but I'm just curious to see how the different services compare to each other. But
Nate, you'd be proud of me. Today I posted our show on Facebook.
Yes.
I didn't do Instagram. I did Threads.
X.
I did X, and I did Blue Sky. For those of you not following me on Blue Sky.
Wow.
I think it might be Davey B. I'm not exactly sure. Check before you follow.
Yes. I have not used Blue Sky. That might be about the only social media network that I have not given a shot to. But so the TikTok ban, they've got about a year, and they're going to fight it, and they've got a ton of lobbyists. But so do the other social media companies. They're trying to get rid of it, because who benefits most if TikTok goes away?
Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk.
To be honest. I will tell you this,
and
though.
YouTube.
It's a good reminder that TikTok, a Chinese company, is banned in China. It is not allowed in China. Just take that.
They have their own very separate version. I did see, much like our DJ, I might get banned. I also saw that my beloved previous pick of the week, CapCut, because it is also owned by ByteDance.
No wonder I don't use
that it could get banned in the U.S. with all of this stuff going on. So
checking with
we will see.
Chat there for a minute.
Oh, stop stealing the data I keep giving you for TikTok. Yes, Chris. Yes, indeed. Okay, this next one was actually, I saw this. Leo Laporte was talking about it on This Week in Tech, which just celebrated 19 years of their video podcast, weekly video podcast. And so they were quite shocked to see this headline: with YouTube booming, podcast creators get camera ready. So it's an article about be shocked. People with podcasts are starting to do video, which we've been doing it for a year now.
And we're slow.
Yes, we're very slow, but it's like, this has been around.
What is this?
Okay. I don't know which one that one is. I do not.
What website did I go to?
Yes, it is the New York Times. And I did have a link that was an unlocked article thanks to the Next Draft email subscription. He's sponsored by the New York Times, so they give him some unlocked article links, even though mine's having some problems loading. But yeah, there are a ton of podcasts that now do video, and I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, because we know I listen to a ton of podcasts. I forget how many hundreds of hours just last year alone. But I prefer video podcasts, which some of the ones in my app were video podcasts, just so I can see if they do show something or if there's a guest and I'm like, what does that person look like? You can kind of get a better feel. But I would say probably 60% of my content in this arena, I've switched over to YouTube. Any of my podcasts that are on YouTube, I watch them on YouTube now because then you can just have the video playing. And it's one of the problems before, and YouTube seemed to have gotten better on this, was in the podcast app, if you sped it up to like 1.5 speed, it did a much better job of adjusting the pitch of the audio so it didn't sound like the chipmunks. And I feel like YouTube's gotten a lot better with their audio adjustments as well.
I watch videos on YouTube at 1.75 speed and 2x speed all the time. There's no other way to get through all the content I want to watch.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. But yeah, so I'm using YouTube a lot. So this article is day late, dollar short in my book. But if you have some favorite podcasts and YouTube, and I will promote I am not a partner and they don't even have a referral program, but the only way that I can do that is with YouTube Premium so that I don't have to go through all the ads in my videos, which is very nice.
There's other ways to block those, by the way.
Yes, which they keep fighting. They're fighting those. Producer Todd, man, 9 years ago when we started the Mark and Todd cast, we used to live stream all our podcast recordings, but we stopped because nobody watched. We were way ahead of our time. Hashtag groundbreakers. Yep, I remember. I didn't know about the Mark and Todd cast 9 years ago, but when I did find out about it, they had their live streams going.
I guess I've only listened to the audio. I'll have to go back and look at some of those. Go back
and see if the channel's still live or if it got shut down.
Those high quality videos, I'm sure.
Yes. What else was I going to say? Oh, the other part of this, what makes it a lot more feasible, it is so much easier to do video content. And with high-speed internet, most of the time, except for when my backup starts, to stream. But even a lot of them are just recording. It's just, with an iPhone, you could record a good interview podcast, and the quality is there. Got visitors in the studio?
Yeah, my daughter came in to get something off the shelf, and I offered to widen the camera so she could be seen. Yeah, she declined.
Yeah. Tell her that Isla's been on the show a couple times.
Hey, Abby, Nate's daughter's been on the show a couple times.
Yeah, you were on the driveway cam. And producer Todd said they were on Periscope too.
There she is.
There she is.
Here, lean in a little bit.
Where's the camera?
Right there. Nice surprise appearance. Periscope 2, producer Todd says, which is a long gone.
We had a beautiful girl on our website.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. Okay, our next article, one that should surprise no one. Google delays third-party cookie demise yet again.
And look at that wonderful AI generated
cookie animation.
Video.
Yes. But they originally had set the deadline to get rid of third-party cookies in January of 2020. So over 4 years ago. And now they're hoping for 2025. So it basically boils down to, it's not as easy as them just turning off third-party cookies, especially because they have a lot of, they're in a lot of hot water over antitrust stuff. So if they're the only ones that get to track traffic and everything.
Isn't Google one big third-party cookie?
That's what I thought. And I think they have a new way that they were going to do things, so they're not that, but they're still that. Google Analytics is by far and away the largest tracking service anywhere on the world. So
second only to Facebook, probably. Yes. No, I'm not kidding you. Nearly every website you visit has a Facebook tracker on there that sends data back to Facebook.
I would say analytics is, based on what I know, I would say analytics probably has double what Facebook does for their Pixel. Facebook calls it the Pixel. Google has their tags for analytics. I'll try to. I'm going to make a note to myself. First time ever in the history of the podcast to look at
to make a note
the Facebook make a note Facebook versus Google tracking. I'm going to try to track down some numbers for next week, so tune back in. That'll keep everybody coming back. Analytics numbers, but this whole Google thing, it's
nerd show. Just for those in our audience, just remember that a cookie is a piece of data that a website puts on your web browser, and it stores it there. So like if you have a website that you log into, or that you say, I want it to be in dark mode versus light mode, the website can set those settings through what they call a cookie. A third-party cookie would be something that comes from a source outside of that website, like Google or Facebook or something else, for purposes advertising, tracking, analytics. Anyway, those are the ones that are usually bad because they take that data, they conglomerate it about you, and then they sell advertising against your particular profile.
Yes.
And nefarious people can use it for nefarious reasons also.
Yes. Also a through line of human history. Nefarious people can use things, whatever they can get their hands on,
if it can
for
be
nefarious
monetized,
purposes.
It'll be monetized.
Yes, and we do have a little security and privacy story this week. I try to stay away from them somewhat, but I thought this was kind of interesting. Police warn of thieves using Wi-Fi jamming technology to disarm cameras and alarms.
Interesting.
So I was aware of Wi-Fi jammers, but I never thought of it in this way. And everybody with Wi-Fi cameras and alarm systems and all this Wi-Fi stuff we have, all they need is a Wi-Fi jammer and then turns it all off. So so much for security.
Yeah, I guess so.
And this is actually,
that's why
go ahead.
Well, I just say one of those reasons why, not only for this, but for a reliability, wired cameras where I work is what we typically install, because you can't jam those with a Wi-Fi jammer because there's an actual cable connected to it.
Yes.
But here at home, I
just
have two
say
Wi-Fi cameras.
Yeah, the link I posted, it's actually, it's got a video from Rich on Tech, Rich DeMuro, who is a previous pick of the week. He does a great, he took over for Leo Laporte on the Tech Guy and does a podcast. And we've gone back and forth a couple times talking tech stuff on X now, before. So
is it Rich on Tech or is it Rashawn Tech?
Rashant Eck.
Oh, it's
Rashant
Eck.
Rashant.
Got it.
Rashant Eck. That's a good.
I think his name is Rashawn. That's what I think.
Yes. It's Rich for short. He would get a chuckle of that. Fun guy. Well, after that lovely news, let us get to our bonus odd take for some an odd one this week. I think I might have found this through cockgeek.org, where we get a lot of our bonus odd takes from.
Late on the.
There it is. But this is BioNumbers, the database of useful biological numbers. And you might say, wow, that sounds like a riot. So if you click on the link and you go there, and it by default sorts by popularity. So the first result, number of hairs on human head. Something we often wonder. We can't know the exact number, but some of us are on the lower end of the average. I think this might be based on the prime of your life, but it says 90,000 to 150,000 hairs.
That's
on
quite
the human
the range.
head.
It's like it's either this number or double this number. We don't know.
Well, that is why we can't know the number, but average duration of a single eye blink, 0.1 to 0.4 seconds. Your eyes can blink fast.
Wow.
How fast can we blink? Somebody time us.
It's on tape now,
Yes.
so they should be able to.
Oh, and Noel, with some follow-up from last week, Dave went on his diatribe about the friend with vertical videos of trains. He's up to 150 subscribers. He's going to pass us quick. We have got to do some more videos.
We got to do some more train videos vertically.
Yes.
Is what we need to do.
Oh, yes, we can go. There's actually on Instagram, there's a fascinating guy. He's a plane mechanic. I might have mentioned him before, but every video, it's just him start to talk about a plane part, and then he goes into, loosely relating it to some deep Lord of the Rings, or Tolkien knowledge.
Train,
so just one of those random things.
He links them together?
Planes. Plane mechanic. And
But
then
how?
he goes into, it is loosely tied in sometimes, but it's just an excuse for him to talk about Lord of the Rings. It is fun stuff.
The only link I can think of is "Fly, you fools."
Yes.
Planes
He's
fly.
only 8 years old with 150 subscribers.
Yeah. Well,
somebody invest in that guy. We got the next Mr. Beast.
Somebody quick, look, see how many subscribers the Not Nerd Show has.
277.
Take that.
Yes.
Take
yeah.
that. It's only taken us 6 years.
It's only taken us his entire life to get to that point. But yes, this is a great reminder to like this video, leave us a comment, subscribe, ring that bell, so that we can stay ahead of Vertical Video Train Guy.
Come on, there it is.
There it is. Subscribe. Yes. So back to our biological numbers.
Oh, yes.
This third one's fun. 1 unit of OD600 corresponds to a cell wet weight and a dry cell weight of, that's E. coli stuff. Length of neuron from base of spine to big toe. Longest cell in the human body. What?
It's one thing?
Yes, there's one neuron from the base of your spine to your big toe that is less than a meter long. I thought it was a bunch of little
ones hooked together.
Yes.
Everything I knew about.
Yep.
What if I click on it? What happens? Is it going to show me the picture? Oh, it just goes into it.
Goes into the details. Diameter of a human hair is from 17 to 181 ohm meters. I don't even know what that little micron meters. I don't know what some of those symbols
that
are.
That would be
It's
not angstroms, is it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
If any of our listeners happen to have a science podcast,
it's a micrometer.
Micrometer.
I just looked it up.
Yes. So yes, BioNumbers, the database of useful biological numbers, which it might depend on how useful you find them. But
I'm trying to look for the average length of some parts. Not for me, for a friend.
Here it is. I found it.
They're normal.
I found it for you, Dave. Total length of large and small intestines in body lengths.
I thought somebody had a really small intestine, and they were a little.
But it only gives you. For an ox, it's 20 body lengths, and for sheep and goats, it's 25 body lengths.
Where are you
so
finding
they don't have
this?
the human. That's on page 2. They have there is a lot of stuff here.
Holy cow! Reaction time. So I'm going to be at the low end of this one. Averaged at 0.22 seconds recognition reaction time to 0.384 seconds.
Yes.
So if I threw you a ball and I said, think fast, that's
think
how fast.
This website is part of their domain is harvard.edu. I do think it's funny on their About Us page. It says, BioNumbers currently attracts more than 3,000 visitors a month from over 50 countries, which is not it's impressive in not nerd terms. That is what, about 100 not nerds? No. 10x not nerds. We get some visitors on the website. NotPix is picking up.
We get some bots on the website.
Yeah,
we get some web crawlers.
We get some third-party cookies on the website. Well, you know what else we get on the website, Dave?
What's that?
Our picks of the week. Here, maybe if I put my foil around my microphone, then it won't green screen. Look like Michael Jackson with my shiny microphone.
Go down to your garage. I know you have this. Get the metallic chrome spray paint and do like a chromed microphone like the big stars use. Or do the
no, I don't have my chrome. Oh yeah, I've got a chrome pen right here on my desk. As one does.
We'll wait while you color it real quick.
Chrome in. Or I could just use a different microphone that I also have on my desk. I think I have 5 or 6 within arm's reach. So, but anyways, your pick of the week.
Yeah, so this is weird. I have this pick, but I don't have this pick. What could I be talking about? Well, it is a product that I purchased for myself at work, but I also purchased one for home, but it's not shipped yet. It's going to be in, I think, later this week or maybe next week. It's taking forever. It's really making me sad. But my pick of the week this week is the Samsung 28-inch ViewFinity UR55 Series 4K UHD IPS computer monitor, HDR10 AMD FreeSync HDMI 2.0 and DisplayPort 1.2 bezel-less display iCare LU28 R550UQNXZA. That's ZA for those of you in Canada. 2023, which is the year 2023. So it's this monitor, but don't be fooled by the price. I would never spend $291 on a 27-inch 4K monitor. Never.
Yeah.
I bought it on sale for $199.99.
Ooh, nice.
Which was a good price for both home and at work. It was on sale for some weird reason. Probably because I did a search and it's like, oh, someone wants to buy us. Let's do an automatic sale. But I don't care. I saved almost $100. So there you go.
Very nice. Very cool monitor. And yes, and do you know what the refresh rate is? I'm not seeing. Oh, I see somebody's asked the question. 60 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah, it's not like a gaming monitor that will go up to 120 hertz or anything. It does
just
have a
high
game
quality
mode. It has a game mode which makes it like the smallest latency as possible, but it's mainly for just work.
Yeah, and Noelle would like you to repeat the name so that she can look that up online.
I'll do it a little slower this time. But it's got 1,401 ratings, 4 stars. Is it perfect? No. Is it worth $200 to get a 4K screen? Yes. So here at home, I have a 1440p monitor, which I really like. It's an HP one. I actually bought it from Unate, and I really like it. But the interface elements are too big to fit all the things I want to on this monitor. And so I use a third-party tool called Better Display to shrink or to trick the monitor into thinking it's a higher resolution. You do lose a little bit of fidelity on like text and stuff like that. But for the most part, it does a really good job scaling it. But I'm tired of doing this, and I can't swipe from space to space with my trackpad, and there's all these like caveats for using this tool. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to buy a real 4K monitor. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to put the 1441 above it. And I'm going to have 2. You know
all the monitors.
All the monitors. And just because I have it, so here's my 1440p monitor. Here's a 1080p monitor that I have vertically stacked here. I could put it here. Yeah. And then over here is my laptop. But the new one is going to be up above. Oh, I almost hurt myself. It's going to be up here. So it's going to tilt a little bit too. And I've already got the future pick of the week back there to connect it. And then I'll put my YouTube videos up there and then my work down here. And if anybody comes in, I'm going to have a hotkey to put a spreadsheet up there so people think I'm really working instead of watching YouTube videos.
Nice. Very nice. Well, my pick of the week this week is what I have been talking to you on all this time. And I am a big fan as a I'll go like this so you can see it. As a DJ and video podcaster of Shure brand microphones, that's SHURE, and I heard somebody talking about kind of the gold standard of their classic handheld microphones, the SM58. And I was like, you know what? I should pick one of those up. And then I was looking around on Amazon and I found the SM48 and did some reading of reviews.
10 less.
And did some reading and some reviews as we do before we buy stuff, and was found that the SM48 is very close to the SM58, only it's $60 cheaper.
Wow.
So for $40, got this microphone. It comes with a custom its own mic stand adapter because it's a little thinner than some mics. It doesn't have an on-off switch, which I obviously don't need here.
You can pay more to get the on-off switch.
Yeah, yes, $50 for the on-off switch one.
Hold on a second. Does it have a space for the on-off switch? Or is it smooth?
No, okay. It is smooth. It is a different shell on there. But yeah, Sure, they make a huge range of different microphone products. I have wireless ones and all kinds of different Shure stuff. But for the podcast, I am now using the Shure SM48. So if you like the sound of my voice...
So for those of you listening, report back to see if you prefer the SM48 or the Zoom H6, which I am using.
Yes. We're switching it up. I could probably go a couple months using a different microphone for every episode. I've got a problem, but that's for a different episode. Oh, I probably do, through all the lapel mics I have and mics for DJing, and that's just the little wind muff for a lapel mic there. I lost the lapel mic somewhere, but it also came with this, which I should be using, a nice Shure Velcro strap, which I'm going to put on right now to keep my cable snug on my retractable arm there.
This is riveting.
Yes, and if you would like to purchase either of those picks, hopefully you can find Dave's monitor on that sale, so you can get a little better deal on it, or go find mine on Amazon. You'll want to go to notpicks.com, and like we talked about at the top of the show, we have a new giveaway for one of these newer lights. And you can click through there. There's all kinds of our previous picks to buy stuff off Amazon or some other services. But even if you just want to go shop on Amazon, go through notpicks.com and help us out. Oh, yes. Elliot left a review on the Wagyu beef tallow.
Oh, he did?
That was on the previous page there. I think that was one of the ones that he did.
Let's read his review.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so
just
here they are.
Over on the reviews.
Wagyu beef. I got to say it like an Australian. Wagyu beef tallow is the best of the tallows for rendering at lower temp, which keeps the flavor of pure beef without the flavor scarring of unseen burning you can occur at the molecular level when rendering hotter, inferior fat from less managed lines of beef cattle. I have a bag of fat trimmings from the Wagyu brisket I smoked up. It's the finest tallow. I think you will really enjoy working with his Wagyu tallow in your next culinary adventure. As well, if you're looking for fine tallow to make a skin salve at home, I recommend lamb tallow.
Wow, the knowledge that guy has.
That's
we learn
crazy.
Something new every day, yes. Some lamb tallow. I have not seen that before.
I bet he puts tallow in a metal tub, heats it up, and takes a bath in it.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to guess that he does.
That would be very, very Elliot. But we do look through our anonymous reports. We are not putting any third-party trackers on you through our Amazon affiliate link. And I am seeing more activity on there, which I like to see. It means you guys are visited NotPicks. But we do have a Ramazon purchase this week. And I really want to hear from this person because they purchased the Rust-Oleum Enamel 7747502 stops rust brush on paint quart gloss sunburst yellow. 1 quart. Somebody bought a quart of sunburst yellow, and based on their pictures, that is a sunburst of yellow paint. So I would love to know what project you were working on with the sunburst yellow paint, because that is bright.
This is Big Bird yellow. Is what
yes. Yes. But yeah, paint. I've never thought to buy a quart of paint on Amazon, but there it is.
I go down to Home Depot, but I'm fortunate enough to live like a quarter mile from one. So
yes, 4.5 stars on 10,298 ratings.
Hey,
so it looks like a nice outdoor enamel paint.
I have a little sidestep.
Yeah.
My wife was trying to walk to said Home Depot. And here I just want to point out something that's really stupid. Hold on. Okay, so here is Sherwood. 12th and Sherwood Road runs east-west. Langer Farms Parkway runs north-south.
Yes.
If you were walking north, I don't have my mouse showing, but think of bottom of the screen, and you're walking north, and you approach 12th and Sherwood Road. There is no place, because of construction, to cross unless you go clear down here.
To 99?
That's the nearest place to cross. Or, I suppose you could go clear down here to
to my house.
and come up and then go down the highway and then come back around that way.
There's a lot of construction going on in your neck of the woods.
There's no way to get to Home Depot, which is up here. Anyway, that's just a small sidestep of frustration.
Yes. So. Well, yes, we feel your pain. You had to one-up my AirPod being lost story with your wife walking to Home Depot story. Man, that should give us some sympathy points right there. That'll give us a couple subscribers. This is like a true crime
guy.
Yeah, this is like a true crime podcast basically now. Oh, well. With that, thank you so much to those who joined us live, those who are watching us later on YouTube, those who are listening to us everywhere. Get out there and tech better.